The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James. And the opponent, from the bottomless pit, the Boogeyman.
Reversal.
Look, don't call me Paul. I'm not your wife.
She's a dangerous woman to be sure, Taz. You're never sure what she's going to do half the time. I don't even think she knows.
Well, I don't think this will work, but you can't question this superstar's heart.
Yeah, that's true, but the thing about hearts is they gotta pump some blood to the brain. That was a textbook reversal. Oh, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Come on, you just can't keep...
Ha-ha! Look at this, Cole. He don't look too worried about this match.
Well, hell, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
It sounds like this capacity crowd is something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. He saw that one coming. What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
Pump the brakes, girl pants. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this. There's the reversal, Cole. Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future...
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always... I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
Tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side,
He's going for the pin! He's showing absolutely no respect for his opponent.
yeah, and his opponent's not doing nothing about it. What's that tell you? Hey, the ref's got to tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
And you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd know that you gotta do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well then, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see he's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off?
Yeah, she's dangerous, all right, Cole. But that's cause she's a hell of a competitor. Believe me, this whole crazy thing is just an act.
Oh, crazy is as crazy does. Come on, the announcers don't broadcast from the ring. The superstars shouldn't fight at the announce table.
Easy there, girl pants. Those monitors make for great weapons. You can't expect them just to roll like that.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Tad.
Looks like someone's making it pretty clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
Oh, man, getting your bell rung on those steel steps will not, and I repeat, will not improve your odds of winning any.
It certainly isn't. And a lesser superstar wouldn't be able to get up from this.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers. Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, slow down a little bit, Cole. You're just having a little fun in there.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar.
I guess the ring wasn't big enough for these superstars.
Well, of course it is. But you gotta love this kind of fight.
Oh my God, what a chair shot!
Yeah, and that don't tickle. Believe me, young lady. Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of the old ECW days.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch here, Cole.
The pace of the match may have slowed, but the intensity of these superstars certainly hasn't.
You could say that again.
It looks like these superstars are taking this into the crowd.
These fans better stay out of the way if they know what's good for them. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight. God, there goes another table. I hope SmackDown's getting a good deal on these things. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly are. They're the greatest athletes in the world, and this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it's...
Look at this. A violent wrenching of the arm right into the ring post.
That'll slap the script right out of that arm in a hurry. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, tell me the last time that you saw a WWE superstar only go halfway.
I don't think I ever have, Taz. Everyone on the roster gives 110%. If they didn't, they wouldn't be here.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different. Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done. These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people... Oh, man, here we go with the old top rope between the legs trick.
And this has got to be one of the most painful situations any superstar can find himself in. You won't find better athletes than the WWE superstars, but they've got their limits. Limits which may have been reached here tonight.
Man, I'll tell you, this Mickie James, you know, she's supposed to be some kind of a psycho broad and everything. But not for nothing. She's one good looking trainer.
Easy there, partner. I think Mickie might be a little too much for you to handle.
He's going for the pin, Cole.
Here's your winner,